Hi all, welcome back to another episode of Campton Racing TV. Looking back at last week's runners, well there was actually only one, but he did come home a winner, which was great. Silver Warrior on the poly track at the Gold Coast.
Yeah, he's flying. He's going great. I'd like to see if anything could really beat him on the poly at the moment. Wouldn't, over that distance, even over a little bit further, he probably showed on the weekend, even though he did blow him away. He's looking for further. He sort of started to wind up, with 200 to go, and Cole made sure that he was going to ride another winner. But yeah, he did it easy. He's a gem of a horse. Pleasure to do anything with. Beautiful, big, strong horse. And I'm very, very grateful that I got a chance to train him coming back from Hong Kong. He's well seasoned. He does his job. I think he's even better on the grass. I think he's going to be a lovely star in the making.
Will he go to the grass or the poly next start?
He'll go to the grass a week and a half's time on Wednesday at Ipswich. Over 1700. There's a couple of options to go there. Could take him out wide and get another win from him elsewhere, but I think he deserves his chance in town now to take on some better horses, and then someone up there probably step up to 2,000 after that, and if he can do that, we've got plenty of options next preparation.
And then looking forward to this week's runners, we've got 3 runners at Bow Desert, so it'll be great to get out there. Obviously it's a great track to race at.
Yep, I like Bowie. The horses love Bowie too. It's a nice, quiet environment, good place. We took a few out there actually early in the week to gallop, including Deepore and Catwalk, and it was, they're just so different for them to get out there. They switch on so much just from the trip away. Good to get on some grass, as we don't, have access to the grass at the moment. These are 3 horses who work really, really well of a morning. He's the King has jumped out and trialled really well.
First race start for us. He's the King over 1100.
Yeah, a horse I've always followed throughout his career. Obviously, when we first moved into where we train now, he had a little bit to do with him as the team who used to be in this place. He was a young horse, still a colt, catches the eye. He's a big, he's a big horse by Reduc's Choice, and he's a horse that I always had a lot of time for. I've been grateful enough to get the chance to now train him. And he's definitely got the ability to win first up. It is short of his best, but I think he's a pretty talented horse. Just needs everything to go his way. He's a bit of a quirky bugger, but I know one thing, he's feeling well. He come off the track this morning, and glad nothing was from behind him because he was kicking and bucking and squealing. He's feeling enormous, and he looks really well too. And he's had a jump out between trials to keep him ticking over. It was a pretty impressive jump out too. So let's hope Noel Colour can get him behind him, or even just be top 4 and get in the middle of the track. And if he produces his best, he will give this field a good talent up. He's definitely got the ability to do it.
And then we've got In the Blink. She's second up for us over 1100. She's actually dropping back in trip.
Yeah, I think she's the best of our 3. Was enormous first up. Didn't have a trial, just had a couple of jump outs leading into it. Went enormous, ran good time. Peaked probably with about 100 to go, and then tried her guts out all the way to the line. Took her a few days to get over that run. It was a trip away, it was a good trip to Warwick and back, and she did have a gut buster, but wowee, last week and a half, we were woken the beast. She's feeling enormous. Carl's done so much work on her, and obviously rode her first up, but he's suspended unfortunately, but we're lucky enough to get Noel on her. She needs that little bit of luck from barrier 7. David Van Dyke's horse does go very fast. It beat Marley Doon a couple of starts ago. If I compared both of those horses, I'd say probably In the Blink has more upside. So, David Van Dyke's horse will want to be pretty good tomorrow to beat her. I think she's ready to rock and roll. And 1100 is short of her best. She probably wants 12 to 14. But I think if she can get a trail just in behind the speed, she'll be flashing home. She's really well, that horse.
And then we've also got Jacoby in the 1400. Obviously, he was disappointing last start, although he did rear in the barriers and missed the kick by about 10 or 20 lengths.
Yeah, frustrating horse. He's got so much ability. Works like a really nice horse. Had 3 or 4 different jockeys riding him for morning, and they all come back with a glowing report. It's his turn to now show that he can do it. Drawn well, should be in a more forward position. I think 1400 metres shouldn't really worry him. Fit, well, looks great. He's another horse that's feeling very well at the moment. He's normally a pretty quiet horse around the stables. He's been freshened up, and I think Noel will suit him. Just try and get the best out of him. If he produces what he does of a track work, he's big chance, but he's got to go and do that now on race day. He's had a few chances. I've taken the blinkers off. I don't think his run first up was the worst. He's a bit underdone, and that Ipswich track was horrendous that day. And he just didn't handle it. So Bo has a nice surface. If he handles the track, I think he'll run a big race.
And then looking at these 3 runners, who would be your best bet for the weekend?
In the blink, definitely he's the king second and Toby third. But I think all 3 are good chances. But in the blink, she's really caught my eye the last week and a half. She's just come on so much. She's really coming together in the coach. She's not even really there yet, so I'm really looking forward to seeing her like 3rd and 4th up. She's definitely city class, so I want to see her go there tomorrow and win.
To finish the show off today, we thought we'd give you a little insight into one of the stable favourites, DePaul.
Yeah, stable favourite, stable stars. 4 in a row last prep. Looking for, obviously, keep that picket fence intact. He's got the best seat in the house, as you'll see in the video. He's come back bigger, better and stronger. Obviously got big goals for him over the next year, but just want to see how he goes on Monday at the trials. I think you'll see him trial up pretty enormous. I know how good he is, and he's a pretty special animal, and I think he'll get into first gear on Monday at the trials, and he'll trial really well.
He'll be just having a quiet trial.
Yeah, he's just having a quiet trial, but he's the sort of animal that's very, very quiet, and once the beast sort of has something to chase in front, he's not very quiet. So Jimmy Orman will ride him on Monday, and he'll just be sit out the back and get in the middle of the track and let him run out of his own steam. I'm predicting him to trial really good, and probably give him another trial after that in a couple of weeks' time, and then off to the races. But got 3 races in mind this preparation, and then see how he goes. If he continues that hot streak that he's on, he may go to Sydney or Melbourne, or even get him ready for next year's carnival again. But a special horse who I think he's improved definitely this preparation. So this is Big DePaul. We just wanted to show you some of the boxes and facilities we have here at obviously our stables here on the Gold Coast. DePaul's in one of the big boxes, which is down the back here. It's got a beautiful view looking out on the water. A bit of a quirky horse. You've got to work with him more so and not against him. Otherwise, the big fella, he'll do his own thing. But I think a big plus to his success is the big box he's in and the great outlook he has. It's really relaxed down here. When this horse is in a great frame of mind, I believe, he's got so much ability, and that's so much to do with the facilities we've got here, which is a huge thing. He's a funny horse. He's loaded with ability. He's very exciting. I can't wait to see what he can do this preparation, but we'll get some better videos and show you around how lucky these horses are to have such big homes. These boxes used to just be 3 massive boxes, but we cut them in half, and there's now 6 out the back here, and there's something to look at for them all day out there on the water. And I always come down and check on the horses down the back here, and this big fella's always got his head out there looking at the water, and I do believe it's been a big tick for his recent success is having the facilities here.